So some of you might be wondering, like, why in the world would somebody drive 2,000 miles to get to their property? Um, and long story short, I'm from California. I married my husband, who was from Indiana, and I moved to Indiana with him. And I had told him that I would stay there 5 years. He is close to retirement, but I don't want to move back to California. And I had just been desiring to go off grid. So last summer, we went and looked at property in Arizona, and we found this property, and it was a good deal. It was owner financed. I put down $5,000, and I make payments on it. And since that was in June or July, it was June, July. But we then went back in November, and we had a container brought in, and that's where it's been. So I am now driving solo with my girl Ivy, and he will fly out to meet me. But what really is driving this decision, not one, is to be closer to the West Coast where all my family is, but two, because I really have a desire to just get back to nature, and I want to build with earth. So natural building, I've been obsessed. I mean, probably since COVID, I've really been diving into it. I used to watch those primitive builder guys that I guess turned out to be like, it was, it wasn't just them doing it, but so all of that has really sparked my interest, but I think it goes deeper than that. Growing up as a kid, we had a beach house in Ensenada, Mexico, and it was right on the beach. It wasn't anything fancy, but we had that little casita, and we would spend our summers there. And then we would spend Christmases going to orphanages in Mexico. And just driving through town, seeing the little pueblos, the little casitas, and honestly, I saw a lot of cinder block and concrete buildings being built. There would be rebar sticking out everywhere, and they didn't have those little orange safety caps or anything. But all of that just, in the Western world, America, our country, it's so far removed from like the primitive lifestyle or the things that we built with before, even in European countries, from like the cottages in, I think in England, in Europe for sure, but Greece and Rome and Middle East, all of these places everywhere, Mediterranean, they all build with earth, or they used to. And these buildings are still standing. So why can't we do that? So that really is my why for wanting to do that. So what I did was, well, it really goes further back than even, that COVID period or whatever, and all of the things, but I've just, for a long time, had been wanting to leave California, for one. And two, I want to have a piece of property that I can have my family come to, whether my kids want to move there or not. I want to have a place for them to come to if they want to. And I just want to see what we can build. So those are my whys. I wrote about it in my journal. I prayed about it. I've read scripture, Proverbs 31. It says, I can't think of the exact verse right now, but it speaks about the woman who buys land and she makes profit off of that land for her family. And that really spoke to my heart. And so I just keep praying, and God keeps opening doors, and when He opens those doors, I move through them. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I don't have a ton of money. I don't have a lot of things, but what I do have is my health. I have time. I am blessed with a virtual job. I teach virtually, so I can pretty much be anywhere I want to be. But yeah, so if any of this is interesting to you, follow along. And if you know, you know. If you're traveling across the country or through the Midwest, the place to stop is Lowe's. Lowe's is it. There's actually one in Barstow in California now too. It's pretty cool. If you're going through the South, you know you gotta stop at Buc-ee's. But when you're going cross country, east to west, or west to east, this is the place. And Ivy is taking me for a walk. That sunrise is behind me. I got sunsets ahead of me. Yeah. And another thing about me, I hate shoes. So I'm pulling this out of Mr. Rogers' playbook. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. There's one downside to a western sunset. When you're driving towards it, it's blinding. Yikes. But I'm hoping for some colors to paint the sky soon. And then we'll be in Amarillo for the night.
Burning with desire, feeling on fire. Spark me like a lighter, and I can take you higher, then drop you down.
Wow, that sunset was just, there's something spiritual about a sunset. I'm obsessed. It was gorgeous. But now it's a mad dash because I can't see at night. That's why I wear these glasses. This morning I was wearing these glasses in the dark. When I left, it was just a little bit before sunrise. And we're going to be getting to where we're going just a little, shortly after sunset. But and then I actually have work to do because I work tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Monday, and I work in the morning, and I have classes. So I have a couple little things I need to do to finish up my lessons, and then I'll get up and teach, and leave the place we're staying, and head out to the Arizona off-grid property. So yeah, that'll be it. This is, well, maybe I'll post one more. Maybe I'll record one more little thing when we get to our room. But if not, then I will pick this up tomorrow morning. Well, we did it. We made it before it got dark. Woohoo! The inside of the room. The door has messages. You can, say, I was here. Whatever you want. Super cute wall with that metal. The corrugated metal. Love it. Cute bed. All of the wood furniture and the saloon doors. So precious. Oh, that one's open. Okay. It's pretty rustic, but it's cute. What do you think, Ivy? I'm awake and ready. Ivy, you ready to go? We hit the road and continued to head towards Arizona. Next state was New Mexico. As I was driving, I was thinking about all of the earthen built places around here. Obviously, New Mexico is known for the Santa Fe style adobe houses. I think the modern ones are built stick frame and with stucco, but originally they were adobe and probably earthen plaster and lime, things like that. But there's also a Pueblo village you can visit, and I believe it's Taos. And then there's the Earthship area too. That looks really cool. I've just seen those things online. I haven't been to them physically myself, and I'm just on a beeline trying to get to the store still, and then to my property. And again, racing the sun before it goes down. But yeah, I was just thinking about that as I drive. So many thoughts. I made it to Flagstaff and made a stop at Wally World to get some essentials that I needed to be able to stay at the off-grid property. And after that, I just continued. It was the last push. We were about 45 minutes away from where my property is. So I was just enjoying the scenery and feeling super excited. I was tired, but I think adrenaline just kept me going. So yeah, the next stop would actually be at the property. We made it 2,000 miles later. 2 days. I had to sleep. But there's my half-painted container. That's one thing I'm going to be working on this week. And Ivy, what do you think? You like it? I think she'll like it. I parked and right away I got busy with unloading the car. It was jam-packed with lots of goodies, and I had to make sure it was empty so that we had a place to sleep because we were sleeping in the car. And I was looking to Ivy for some help, but she was busy digging. No help at all. This is the coolest thing. It's a regular light, a tablet special light bulb. And all I have to do is touch. It's so cool. Oops. Look at that. I have a lamp. That's not plugged in, but it works. Super groovy. And these light bulbs have come with this little thing too that you can screw on, and then ta-da! I got light. Lots of light. I gotta hang them up there somewhere probably. It's a mess, but it's tomorrow's mess. I'm going to sit back and enjoy. Just waiting for the sunset now. I'm exhausted. I'm a hot mess. But look at that. It's the first night staying here. I've been here before during sunset, but never to stay the night and actually just be. I love it. What do you think? You like it? That sunset was glorious. And I'm pretty dang exhausted. It wasn't too bad, that drive, but I am tired, but it was definitely worth it because here we are. And we'll get started working on some things tomorrow. And my next video will be showing you some of those things. So like and subscribe so you can hang out and follow along and see what we're up to. Bye. Good morning. It's our first morning here and I have to work. So as you can see, I set up my little office and I painted one little section so I could have a backdrop. That way the kids didn't, think I'm like in prison or something. But yeah, this is my office for now.